classic.
Yeah, I think Zach's Pac-Man, at least the way he's, Zach's Kazuya, the way he's talked about it, is that, you know, it's just like a little, it's something to keep in the pocket, you know? When the going gets tough, you can try to get the win with the controversial character.
Going gets tough, the electric wind god fist gets going, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's
exactly.
It's exactly
That's
what
the
you
saying,
mean.
yeah.
Yeah. That's how I remember it, at least. I don't know. Too much tech.
And Zach
Look at this
showing us
tech.
some crazy windbox shenanigans with the hydrant.
The SD tech is real for these players as they just warm themselves up on FD, which also an interesting situation. Thank God for the, you know, in some ways Australian rule set I think is kind of controversial, but at least, you know, you won't be locking into FD without knowing your opponent's characters. The amount of times I've seen a tournament over there in Japan where they're like, oh yeah, we'll go FD this match, and then, you know, your opponent counterpicks Kazuya.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing to do.
That's
low-key, Zach, best player on Japanese rule set, actually, that way.
Probably. I think anybody with a Kazuya in the pocket, like Ghost as well, we've seen more of our kind of top, like high top level pickup secondaries, and particularly secondaries which have that sort of, I don't want to say, that X factor is what I'll say. I was going to say something maybe a little less less honest, a little less honorable, but these characters have lots of X factor, and I know that
That's a word for it.
I was talking to Zav before, like was a Peach solo main for a very long time, and he just like picked up the min. He was like, yeah, Peach, sometimes she has to work too hard. Sometimes I just want to throw my little boomerang discs.
Truly, truly. I mean, this is a game with many a character and many a different play style that you can equip to all these characters. Some taking more effort than others, and I think we're going to be seeing it with the Game & Watch here on Puppet's side, but being a player of his caliber, you give a what some people would say more simple character to someone with a lot of game knowledge and a lot of experience when it comes to competitive play. They can take these simple tools and really run a mile with it. I mean, Game & Watch is the key benefactor of that.
Exactly, yeah. Especially, I think these characters like Game & Watch, characters like Wolf, characters that we see these veterans playing, they like very. I wouldn't say easily, but there's a simple transition of like skills to gameplay. Like, you know, you get to access those fundamentals like pretty easily without having to jump through any crazy hoops like, I don't know, sequencing Pikmin or measuring your resources or whatever other fun little mechanics we have in this wonderful game of 85 characters, 87 characters.
It's a wild amount, if we're not counting the random in there. And sometimes the Mii Fighters will rock up if you use that too, but it will be just two of the older characters, or I say oldest characters, you know, when it comes to actual gaming properties, but Pac-Man, you know, relatively just a Smash 4 pick that we're seeing from the new vet. This is a bit of an old versus new, since it is Papa versus Zach. Zach trying to make his waves after, what was it, the third place that he was able to get at Super Sunshine?
Yeah.
Exceptional performance.
Yeah, this guy has kind of come out of nowhere. Like, obviously I say that, and it's the end of, like, he's been around for 2 years almost now. But, yeah, he's just a kid. He's 16. He has been playing, like, Smash Ultimate for a while, but only coming to offline tournaments for, yeah, like I said, 2 years. And really, like, putting heaps of effort into this game, especially the Pac-Man pick. He's, like, super innovative, the way he uses Pac-Man's tools.
And I mean, there's a lot of tools there that you can be innovative with, but why innovate when we can nair Game & Watch here? Pulling off a decent ledge trap until Zach was able to set up this tech situation with the orange. He's already dead. I was trying to talk about Game & Watch, and he's like, no, watch this, though.
That was crazy. The Z-drop orange, or like the bounced off orange with the F-tilt, and then back into the F-smash in the other direction. That is
It felt so free flow, but you have to know it's practice. Like, no way are you just hitting that off a feel with a Pac-Man. This man knows exactly what he's doing with this character, and he knows exactly what he's doing right now with this Galaga, waiting for the right time to strike. Poppich is running straight into that one, going to take a hefty amount of damage, already at 68 on the second stock.
Yeah, the numbers just keep stacking up for Puppet 1, and you don't really want to be at kill percent when, oh, very nice trampoline. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's interesting that because the multi-hits on the trampoline, it almost set it to the state where it's just going to let you go into free fall. I wonder if that's something that can happen there. Probably like drags him back down onto his trampoline with his back air and be like, no, you're falling from this
one. The landing up air, man, that was so nice.
It's cute. It's nice how he uses it. It's all these moves, man. It's not just the projectiles of Pac-Man. It's the boxing potential this character has. A lot of floatiness, a lot of free flow. These up airs, another up smash trying to come out, but not going to be able to catch Puppet, just narrowly avoiding that one.
Yeah, and now into this situation on the ledge.
Oh, okay. It's an interesting situation at the ledge. The down air, not quite going to be enough just yet. Orange once again comes out. Hydrant decent option to try and throw out, kind of like a Sonic Spring mentality. But I mean, it is Game & Watch. His up B is probably just going to go straight through.
Yeah, exactly. If the Game & Watch up B doesn't like sneak through, then it's probably just going to hit it and deactivate it as well.
Oh yeah,
It's
It's like just sends it back off, and it's like, no, we're good. Using the reflector on it as well, pop it. I'm glad that even in this first game one, he has gone to this 3-1 stock deficit. Still showing signs of life. Just wants to kind of figure out what to do in those ledge situations, what to do when he's going from the side. Didn't know what to do with that back throw though. So it's going to be a clean 3 stock from Zach for this first game of the day.
Yeah, for sure. I think Poppet historically, at least this weekend as well, has kind of taken his time to get into his groove, like we saw in that set versus Mast as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like the game one, even though that was a very convincing game for Zach, I think we'll see Jordan maybe pick it up a little bit, kind of ease into the first match of the day. Also a stream set. You know, we're all still waking up a bit. I wonder if he's had a coffee.
You'd hope so.
Yeah, you'd hope so.
I mean, we're out here sipping on tea. This is some lovely tea.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Shout outs.
Yeah, TO situation here is great. All the amenities. Gotta say, the event has been absolutely fantastic so far. Yeah.
It's what I've been hearing from the players and the people just around. You know, you put a Smash tournament in a gaming venue, where it's like even if the games are done, there's still more to do around. So it's lovely to see.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
It's already on the second coffee. Too much coffee. Keep it to one.
Yeah. But here we go. So I think. Oh yeah, nice. The FD Woohoo Island. Do you know about this?
I've definitely heard.
Oh yeah, you're from Queensland, so you know, yeah.
We're the ones who innovated on this, where it's like, oh, if you're gonna do FD, please tell me he picked Kazuya. Okay, never mind. If you're gonna be doing FD, they figured that the background, kind of similar to why Northern Cave was kind of controversial. The background's a bit distracting. Also, you get the lines that you can more easily line yourself up, space it. It's basically like the Street Fighter 6 arena, practice arena of stages.
Like, what's it called in Tekken? Like the Infinite Expanse? I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
That thing. It's like that, but it's there's a bunch of me's cheering in the background. Oh my god, yeah. Get him against the hydrant. We have Steve at home.
Truly. Trying to reflect any sort of Gallagher that's coming his way. Poppet's going to find it this time around. Gets the 50 on his own side just from that one nice little play.
That's awesome. And you know what? You got to be happy that you don't get hit by that hydrant, like the hydrant F smash there. Yeah, hydrant does so much damage, man.
I like the chatter. Zach is a smart cookie. True. That is his name. It was like Cookie Zach back in the day that he was
exactly,
using.
Yeah. That was his old tag.
I feel like most of these players nowadays, the new meta just goes straight back to the name. No need for any of this. It's Zach and Jordan on our screens at the moment.
Exactly. You're recognizable without the tag. The tag, truly. You're more than a name.
You're more than just a name. You are this nair that we're about to see on the hydrant. Poppet.
Bell online. He's got the bell in his pocket. It's
a scary situation, but still at 54%, 63. You want to butter him up a little bit more before we're going to let it send. Here it goes.
I love the usage of the hydrant water. Just to get it a little bit extra slippery, kind of naring across the stage with that burst of momentum.
I mean, it's not just used as a wall, not just used as a projectile. You can use it for that movement as well. I mean, in a game like this, movements might just be the most important thing. A nice little combo. I'm not exactly sure if there was a combo or not, but
yeah, I think it was fair key, which is pretty sick. Yeah.
Because if you're the competitive side, you don't want to be jumping straight at disadvantage. That's what we've been taught not to do by this game. Instead, just going to fall straight into it.
I gotta say, I really like the high recoveries with the Pac-Man side B. Like, I think opting to not go low and have to deal with okay, but never mind. Well, that time he's getting punished with it. Okay, maybe I don't like it.
It was good for a while, but you always got to keep the mix-ups coming. If you're just going to go for the same option over and over, especially with how laggy the Pac-Man side B can be, probably just going to be able to send himself straight up there with his trampoline and get the up air off the top. Exactly. Honestly, it's not every day you see that up air kill at the end of the day. So
yeah, you have to be pretty high up there.
Right now, just trying to find a nair once again. Poppet knows his opening move that he wants. Zach right now has fruit out. So this is kind of the duality of man that we're seeing with Poppet play right now. Do I approach with a nair with some sign of hitbox, or do I approach with the bucket just in case Zach is trying to anti-aim me with one of his projectiles?
Yeah, I think the defensive play from Poppet is working really well. It's kind of forcing Zach to commit to the grab a little bit more often, and we know that Pac-Man grab is incredibly punishable. That thing
wild.
Big hit, big grab box and lingering, but oh my god, it takes so long.
It's a tether grab all the same. Does not matter, but that bell in hand, that very much matters. You can see Poppet keeping a good amount of distance here, respecting his opponent. It's what you have to do. Zach is going to be throwing that bell, doesn't want to deal with the shield situation for too long.
How do you feel about the empty hops? Okay, there we go. Ow! Yeah, like those kind of full empty hops to drop the bomb with bell in hand on Zach. Don't you think that Bell is just going to cover that space? Or do you think Jordan... Oh, my God.
I mean, he covered the hydrant there with his up smash, but I do get what you're saying when it comes to the bomb. If you're using the bell hitbox should just kill off the bomb.
Yeah,
then
it'll
you
just
don't have air
deactivate
box.
it,
You just get hit with bell instead. So you see it here again with the forward edge just canceling it out, but Poppet able to catch Zach coming in from the air with these up airs. He's doing really well in this last stock here. It's a very different situation from what we're seeing in the first game until Zach gets his first big combo.
Yeah, super interesting. I think it's crazy that Game & Watch down air, because of the landing hitbox, one move has enough to kill the entire hydrant. Like, just one aerial.
Just these bacons along the ledge. Zach, now you can see he's scared to go high.
Gosh.
Narrowly dodging that down. So you're going to win off of that? Oh, okay, he's cooking. Now, I don't know if that was out of respect because he knew he should have got hit by that down tilt or if he was just trying to go for something silly, but the man is content build. Let's see if he can hit it.
He was probably trying to set up a second hit from the bell, just to lock in that stock, but unfortunately, yeah, didn't manage to get it.
The foot still into bell too. Probably just going to be rolling straight through the bell and past the grab of Zach. The nice left hook will send him back off stage. Jordan not having too hard of a time actually to make it back from the ledge in these situations. Using his air dodge as well, using hitbox as well. That down air, not going to go punished. It's probably one of the moves one of the Game & Watch moves that is just barely punishable on him is that down air. You really have to capitalize on when your opponent whiffs with it.
The key's online. Oh my god. Ooh. And that hydrant lived.
Still alive, Zach. Gonna have to deal with another one of these ledge traps. It's a back air from Puppet 1.
And that's gonna take it.
Seals away game 2. A beautiful display of adaptation from that first game.
And you know what? Jordan had to fight through a whole church tower worth of bells. There were so many bells that he had to get through. I think that's a little bit owed to the fact that Game & Watch maybe doesn't have the speed or like the pressure to really stop Pac-Man from charging fruit. So Zach was able to just like keep pulling these, out of hammer space, out of his pockets were filled with bells and keys. And yet Jordan, still managing to take that one with a nice little turtle edge trap.
I hate that I've already forgotten, but what stage did we play game 1 on? Was it FD? Yeah. Is that just the one where? So, did they, because that's what I'm thinking, did they, I'm wondering if the situation here was, did they literally just go from normal FD to Woohoo FD and the match entirely changed phase? I don't know if that's exactly what happened there. Shout out to Woohoo FD.
I think Zach probably would have chosen to go to Woohoo FD because obviously Mr. Game & Watch, he kind of blends in. This guy,
I feel that.
He's a two-dimensional LCD screen sort of cutout guy. Yeah, he kind of blends into the background on that FD, the dark background. So
it is interesting that we bring up how Game & Watch looks because the skin choice is a huge thing when it comes to this character. You'll find that most meta Game & Watches will play that like slightly tinged green just so you don't really know when they're dodging in the air. It's really hard to tell with the color differentials, and it can come into play. I mean, if you're trying to catch your opponent air dodging out of the air, like Zach probably will be with some of these aerials, trying to scoop up, tries a nair at the moment, but just going to choose to charge up for it instead. If Puppet's not going to be hitting you straight up, you might as well.
Exactly, yeah. If Puppet's deploying this wall of hellfire, then just charge the fruits.
Ooh, or charge that F smash. Ghost going to be sending him straight off to the side. Zach feeling like he's got the momentum from game 1 again, which was played on small battlefield. My bad, that wasn't the FD.
Oh, true, yeah.
This key as well, even at the low percent, just using it to get that little bit more damage, knows that as long as you can tack it on, Game & Watch is a very small boy. If you can hit him with any sort of F smash towards those high 70% range, towards the ledge like we saw at the first stock, you don't need that much damage on him. Pop with the bell! What will he do?
That is crazy that he got the freeze, but unfortunately, can't really get a follow-up there. It's not like Hero's Freeze. Another F smash. Oh no.
These are the punishes we're seeing, and that's exactly the point where you want to find those punishes. When he's doing that down air, that might just come out into, we can see John going for another one of these side Bs, cheeky side Bs. He wants to get the kill, and he wants it now. You can see the smile on his face in the player game. He's like, all right, I'm getting cooked this game. We're throwing it away. What will we hit?
This,
9!
Honestly, like the multi-hit hammer there kind of kept Zach in shield and made it so he couldn't pick up the bell. So you know what? Maybe it was okay.
All right, what's the next number? I'm saying 5.
Are we betting on the game?
I'm saying 5.
Yeah, I reckon 7.
All right. Let's see.
If he hammers. He might not.
What's he doing?
Might just not see anymore.
Oh, he's just like, now I'm going to start playing? Gets back in. Yeah. GG's 69% 3 stock. That's not what you want to see coming into the fourth game here of this set. Zach up 2-1 at the moment. Just needs one more to continue his winner's run. Puppet, the content creator man himself.
I think that's fine. I think if you're Jordan here, you're like, look, whatever. I kind of got run over there, but let's lock in and let's get this game 4. You know, game 4, that's the easiest one. Let's take it to a game 5. I wonder if, I don't know, I think sometimes the momentum slips out from under you when you're in that situation, especially against a character like Pac-Man, who, you know, you kind of lose your stock, and then he gets to charge another fruit, and then you come off the Angel platform, and then suddenly, you know, you're getting comboed for 60%, and then you get hit by an F-smash, and then he's charging more fruits while you're dead.
Truly.
Yeah.
It's one of those scary situations, especially where I think, in a matchup such as this, we're looking at Pac-Man and Game & Watch. I feel like if Pac-Man is in the lead, Game & Watch kind of struggles to kind of bring that one back. Pac-Man can play around with his space, play around with his fruits. You're making him force a situation on you. You can almost think that Jordan, as soon as he was down at that such big a deficit, he's like, you know what? We just got to go. We got to go next. We got to go next. I'm gonna try for content. Gonna try and hit some hammers, but I need to go next. I need to get the lead in this match, like I was able to get in game 2. We're gonna see that happen again. Incineroar. He's not playing Incineroar.
Is he?
He's changing his skin.
Yeah.
No. He is not playing Incineroar. Are you kidding?
I've seen him play the Incin, but I don't think that's the way.
Not just yet. The question marks from chat. Everyone's like, huh? Incineroar? Huh? Not going to happen, but what will be happening is this Smashville. So even if I feel like on a stage such as this, you do find yourself at a slight deficit, a lot easier to get in on your opponent where you have the small space. There's not a lot of space to run from all these Game & Watch aerials.
At the same time, Pac-Man's aerials are still pretty good, and we're going to see those coming out. Look at these fares, man. They're so quick. You can fare twice in a short up. Like, man, look at that.
It's kind of nice.
It's crazy.
Good for building up percent, good for setting your opponent to the ledge, and that's all you need is Pac-Man here, this ledge trap. Still ongoing until John was just able to roll through the grab. He's had a couple of those, just really calling out where Zach's wanting to hit the grab, rolling straight through it, having plenty of frames to punish. It's good situations.
Oh?
Uh-oh. Are you hit?
No, the bell just kind of disappears after you reflect it up.
It just goes there, just like, my people need me. I'm not. Wild.
I'm out.
I'm outie.
Yeah, but I think, actually, like, traditionally, I'm not somebody who thinks Pac-Man on Smashville is something that I would like to do, but also I play zoners. I think for Game & Watch, you want to box Pac-Man. Like, you don't want to deal with all the, his bag of tricks. You just want to use your fishbowl and your awesome little Game & Watch moves.
Truly.
And I think
about what's one of his strongest positions. What is Game & Watch's strongest position when he's ledge trapping you, when he's able to get those bacons, when he's able to call you out with these nairs. So on a stage like this, John going to be able to send him to ledge plenty of times. We see a similar situation right here. Okay, Zach opting to go high. It's something you can throw out every so often, as long as you're not doing it all the time, like we saw it get punished in that game too.
I think, like, getting to evade, oh my gosh, first stock, first blood to Zach in this potential match point. Yeah, I think against Game & Watch, you really do want to avoid, like, just the idea of Game & Watch being able to set up the chef ledge trap. So if you're threatening going high, then he can't really commit to pressing neutral beyond the stage, right?
Exactly. It's a nice move, but it does take a bit of startup on this. So if you want to be committing to something and you want to commit to the kill, you can't. You kind of have to react instead of just assuming your opponent's going to go to the ledge. I mean, this is Smash. You see how much movement is given to all the characters in this game? You're not always just going to go to ledge. You got to go past it sometimes.
Exactly. And Zach trying to sneak his way down, but it's just so hard. These hitboxes are giant. He's at 200%.
Jesus, it's the floatiness of Pac-Man. It's the struggle that he has to land in these situations. You can see Jordan here is just going to take the nice and easy route. And just any percent he can build and any safe kill move he can get, he's going to look for it. But Zach finally back on solid ground.
I really like that double bell to cover cover him getting back onto the stage. But the up throw is going to take it for Jordan. And you know what? We are so back. 2 stocks all. Jordan is pretty solidly in control of this momentum here.
He's finding these struggle situations time and time again now in this 4th game. It's really where he's able to make his money. This jab on the ledge as well. That's going to be a lot of damage all the way up to 73. What sort of ledge trap will we see? Going to have enough time to get back to stage and pressure an option. Down smash, down smash. Yeah, I mean, sure.
I think, like, in that situation, you can just deactivate the hydrant by down smashing, put out another hitbox to cover you. Like, I don't mind it. Zach was ready, but I see the idea.
Attacks. Are they punishable, really? Like,
exactly.
In all things considered, look, gets it again, and wonderful way to send him off stage.
Drag down nair, down smash. I love Game & Watch.
Bit too antsy on his forward tilt with the chair there. He had the right call of Zach's neutral getup, but it's all about that timing in the situation. Apple kills on deck. Wait.
But he looked for the little wash the apple.
that the official name, actually? I love that.
know.
I love that.
That would be
Coin
sick,
it,
though.
coin
They
it.
should-
That's
they
right.
should
Watch
be-
the apple.
Watch the apple.
Watch the apple. I love it.
In the hydrant. Oh my gosh, another little puffing Billy in the corner.
It's a good way to catch your opponent there. And he's trying to catch him with these falling back airs at the moment. Roll-throughs again. All these roll-throughs of Poppet just kind of crossing up Zach when it comes to him trying to throw a projectile or throw out these long end-lag moves, shall I say. He's doing wonders for him so far.
I think like the okay, that is gonna
Nice.
do it even with the trampoline there. I guess it's nice.
It was almost scary that he was going to fall into it while it was red. I thought for a second. It's not how you want to see this game end, and Poppet not wanting this set to end just yet. He's going to be trying to take it to a game 5. Just has to keep these ledge traps and these juggle situations going. But Zach, not out of the woods yet.
Crazy, yeah. These guys, it's so tight. The bomb. Okay.
Hold on. Down smash is coming out once
What a
more.
commitment for that down smash, and he almost gets F smash for it as well.
How is he keeping himself alive in these situations? It's a lot of pressure on you right now, especially from these up airs.
Yeah, those up airs are so interesting because even if you shield them, they're still above your shield, which kind of locks you in there. You can't jump out, right?
Especially with Puppet, if you can do like the up air, fast fall, up air again, just really lock him down the shield. You can wait till the shield goes down, go for back airs. There's a lot of mix-ups just of that one move. And what a reaction from Puppet. Being able to react to that roll, gets an F tilt, continuing this ledge trap situation. It's looking wondrous for our content creator man himself. Imagine the video, Jordan. Imagine the content.
This is so scary.
I took Zach to game 5. YouTube video about to be made. If he can survive the bell, because you're 100% a kill percent right now as Game & Watch. 75 is well enough. Ooh.
Pac-Man has got meat. He's got muscles. He's going to get the kill if he hits that bell.
Oh no! Finds himself just ahead of it.
Sorry.
Oh, I got scared for a second there, but the two frame from the F smash.
He's still alive, and the tech.
Nice tech. He's not gonna go just yet. Jordan keeping himself alive. The side B, that's punishable, but not spacing it well enough.
And the key is flying off into the aether. Both of these players missing their windows of opportunity.
I mean, for how well paced this game has gone as we're heading into the last minute, it feels like we're all just throwing options now right at the end. He's caught it as well. Caught the reflected melon. This projectile's going everywhere. This hitbox is going everywhere. Just wants to find one kill move. Somebody, please.
This is so scary. You don't want to get hydranted.
Exactly. It's like anything that can send you off stage with these two is scary. The up smash. He's going into his master. Oh, the back throw. Not enough. Jordan. How does he do it? The apple is in hand, though. Apple kill is on deck if he wants it. Throws it. Can't re-catch it. Makes it back to ledge with the up B and the air dodge. Up smash on the shield. Not punishable. Sir, the hydrant is going to be enough. We're seeing a game 5. Let's go.
I don't know if you just saw Jordan's face, but
he's like,
the amount of relief that you would feel hitting that, like that insane scuffle that went for genuinely 45 seconds. Both of them at kill percent. We saw the Bell F smash unfortunately whiffing. We saw a side B from Zach whiffing, and then Jordan Ridley missing the punish on that. And then they were both just trading disadvantage and juggles for like 30 seconds. Oh man.
The man's got plenty of fans off in the crowd. We can see as we go to this game 5. Lots of cheers for both of our players, Bobbin and Zach. And I like to think that, you know, a bit of that veteran in him came out there in that last little scramble situation. He was really able to keep his composure, finding techs where he needs them, fighting air dodges in the right spots, and finally just being able to seal out that stock with the hydrant that was handed to him by his opponent. So
yeah, I think even though he wasn't like necessarily setting up like a trap to take the stock or like really finding an opening there, in that situation, like that high tension last hit situation, there is going to be an amount of like, oh, you just have to take what they give you. You know, like Zach is going to be playing incredibly reserved. He's going to be picking his fruit. He's going to be not really looking to get hit by any of the obvious telegraphed Game & Watch moves. So you know what? Using those safe smash attacks, like we saw up smash on shield, we saw down smash on hydrant. Using these moves to just like put heaps of pressure on and be like, hey, look, there are these giant hitboxes on the stage. I have no lag. No way, the Kazuya for the game 5. Is this real?
I had that feeling. I had that gut feeling that, you know what, even if Jordan's able to take this one to the game 5, Zach always has that little bit of mix-up up his sleeve, and what a sleeve that we see as the Kazuya comes out on FD as well. Why?
This is crazy.
He told you what character he was going to play. Why are we here?
We're in Japan, Astrix.
No, what's going on? Oh, the PTSD is striking true, but Puppet trying to see if he can strike two. Never mind, Zach gets his first electric, but not able to convert it. Puppet finding his way out of that combo. Jesus Christ, why are we here?
Look, at least on FD, the disadvantage for Kazuya is going to be hard. Like, he's going to get juggled. He has a kind of hard time getting down, especially versus those big vertical hitboxes like the fishbowl and the steam on the up air.
I mean, on paper, you'd think that Game & Watch in a matchup such as this is just able to use his like larger hitboxes, his juggles, just to keep Kazuya out and find the stocks where he needs them. But this is also a very light character. Any sort of just random Doria that we see coming out from Kazuya could be a stock, even at these kind of percentages. So you have to play this very, very carefully as Puppet.
Yeah, Puppet really needs to be clean. He needs to be like a Taz. Like, seriously, any mistake is going to amount to electrics and up Bs and back airs and down Bs and rage drive down Bs, because that's also a thing.
Any mistake or any bit of misknowledge, a grab here could do it. An up B here could do it. Any sort of smash, any sort of electric. There's so many ways for Zach to take the stock here. Puppet,
there we go.
Gonna fall victim to it. That up B out of shield is gonna be taken at first. Still has rage out as well. That's a lot of damage. If you
Jordan really needs to take the stock. This character, Kazuya, he lives for so long, and you don't want to have, like, you don't want to just, you want to limit the number of interactions you have with this guy. The more you do, the higher chance that you are just going to get killed.
Truly, truly. Jordan right now just trying to use these bombs to lock Zach in his shield, but going to be able to play around it, finds another low electric and 70%. Once again, it's scary because you're at kill percent, that up B. Once more, are we seeing another 3-stock from Zach in this game 5? It's all
Okay, all right.
Not quite yet, not quite yet.
Spoke too soon, and now Puppet won with an immeasurable mountain to climb. I will say, FD, obviously an incredibly strong stage for Kazuya, but he doesn't have the platforms for the
landing
for those links. Yeah,
It
like
does
the electric links that Kazuya does.
Oh, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, no platforms means that maybe it'll take an extra interaction to kill our hero, Game & Watch.
Content creator.
Cook him a meal.
Game & Watch got himself trying to just see his way through this match. Doesn't want to get hit by another electric. He's able to spot dodge that one. Gets a nice punish off of it. Ledge trap situation. Opting for a dash attack instead of the chef.
Okay.
That's what you go for in that situation.
No
Are you
way.
dead? He already gone for the judges. Surely we haven't given it up just yet.
I think, I don't know, the risk reward there is that, like, you hit the 9 and then, you know what? And
it's
then you
next
might have
up,
it.
exactly. If you're feeling good on the RNG, you might as well. Go over the content. You took Kazuya FD Game 5 on winner's side of a tournament. Are you not doing it for content?
No
Then I'll
way.
smash this content.
We saw the
Hi,
judge
YouTube.
almost come out as well.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, yeah, I'm just one more for the road.
Just one for the road, bro. One for the road. Damn.
Crazy. Well, I will say that is winner's side. Puppet may have been knocked out of the top of the bracket, but he still has a journey in that loser's bracket. Maybe we'll meet some familiar faces along the way, but congratulations to Zach taking a Game 5 for what's looking like another great showing at a major.
It's interesting to see, especially just throughout that whole set, that from the games that Zach was able to take, they were fairly dominant. 2 3-stocks with the Pac-Man, 2-stock with the Kazuya. Never really felt like he was under too much pressure until it was in those final scrimmage situations. It was really up to Jordan, who did an excellent job in those games 2 and 4 to bring it to those last situations. And then it really is that vet situation. And who do we have up here? It's the boy.
It's the boy. It's Flo.
him.
The prodigal son.
I meant no. But
I thought you were talking about Flo.
Yeah, no, Flo. Look,
Yeah,
I
Flo
had the
is-
pleasure of warming up Flo today. Was kind of giving him some, not playing card because my card is out, but giving him some tips in the what to do somewhat against Neo. Because there's only so much that you can do against a player of Neo's caliber. There's a whole playbook that's just sitting there lying in front of you. There is no possible way, Kazumusha, that you're going to know everything to do. The mix-ups are plenty.
I think it's like when you play against like top players, when you play against like the echelon, you know, like these, whatever, like Orion rank 100 players, like these players who are the top of the top, I don't know, I think there is a mysticism involved that is probably unwarranted. Like, you don't actually, at the same you're playing the same game, you're playing a game versus a character that, you know what, you do have some experience against. You're aware of this character's tools. You watch the VODs and you see these players and you see them do these things and you think, oh my god, how can you be that clean? How can you, like the Neo's back airs with Corrin. Sometimes you see them and you're like, man, I didn't realize that character could do this. But actually, I don't know. I believe in Flo. I think that it's not an unclimbable mountain.
Truly, truly. As we get our button checks underway, we can already see the most scary move that Nao's going to be throwing out quite a lot throughout this entire set. It's that fast moving of the pin, which also, you know how to do that? I only learned this from Nao like a couple of months ago. It's like the roll between the B and A, and that's like bam.
Yeah, that's actually been a thing since Karin was around in Smash 4 as well.
It's nice. Oh, yeah. There you go. If only I was a competitive Smash 4 player. God damn it.
I like wasn't a competitive Smash 4 player, but I just like no.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But yeah, it's you know, Karin instant pin is like such a great tool, especially at ledge. And empty hop, I really love. I think pin is such an elegantly designed move. It's so cool. Like empty hop, like the pin hop thing where you just press B and then you don't pin. And your opponent like freaks out because they're like, oh my god, he's gonna pin, I'm in shield, and then you like tomahawk them or something. So sick. What a cool character.
There's mix-ups on mix-ups that we can see here. Oh, I don't think.
Yeah, no, that was just button check.
Yeah. We're still going. Although I'd be interested to see if they do go to Town and City for the first set, knowing that it is one of Nao's favorite stages, has all sorts of cool little combos and mix-ups he's able to hit on it. And the back air, as you were stating, kind of kills pretty early on that stage. So let's. I probably should have talked to Flo about counter. That was Lilat. That was the main advice. It's like, you want to get the mix-up on Karin, go Lilat. You'll be fine.
Yeah, right. I mean, I do think like both of these players, like Flo's advantage state is so absolutely nutty. No matter where you take him, this guy is going to be trying to get the kill ASAP on any opening. The question is, what is neutral going to look like? Nao, like Karin is such a character with the capacity to play defensively.
Oh, yeah.
You know, these giant sweeping hitboxes that are very low commitment. You know, you can empty hot and threaten with these like fair, man. This giant sword that comes down and that walls you out. The threat bubble is giant. So Flo's really going to have to use his movement here and find his way in.
Yeah. Once we find the way in, the advantage state will be it. It's going to be a showing of both offensive and defensive play from both of these players, as we've already started up there, finding a nice few bit of hits. Only 25% though, not too big of a combo. Flo, counters Lucky Stars. We're not getting sent just yet. Here's a scary situation though. How are we getting back from this? Nao using the up B as somewhat of an aggressive catch, knowing exactly where Inkling has to recover to. 0 to death, not quite yet. He keeps it going. This ledge trap is insane. Full 0 to death on the first stock. If you had any doubt whether Nao was going to be able to play today, even if he was feeling a little out of the weather, he's looking hot right now.
Yeah, that was huge money for Flo, for Nao. But now finally Flo finding the opening and getting a little bit of ink on the pink Karin.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a good way to build up your percents if you could find these hits, but Nao is going to be the one finding these falling up airs. Such a great option for the approach. Forward air as well. Really wants to call out this air dodge. It's one of his favorite things to do. Not going to find in this situation, unfortunately. Flo's going to be able to make it back to the stage here. But Nao down air, it might be one of his weak spots. In a similar way to the Game & Watch down air. If you can find a punish on that, maybe a roller if you're reacting fast enough.
Oh, nice! Something for Flo. Unfortunate, not getting the spike there. Spiked up smash might have killed, but right now, Flo is now...
It's in a tough spot. Not only did you miss that up smash, but you're also without any ink. Don't need it for the kills, and neither does Nao. Able to get another one of these back airs off of the side of the stage. Don't be caring if it's PS2. We're still going to find these stocks.
It's just, Flo is really getting suffocated here. Okay, something interesting.
Almost getting him with that little bit of the up B hitbox mix-up. Hold on.
The insane, like, up B1, like, starting up B into landing up B combo.
Truthfully, but look how well this up B sets up now. Just able to use it, put your opponent in a lot of hit stun. Gonna be able to follow up every single time. Down air, and the classic of an up smash. It's not looking good for Flo.
Just so much damage.
Any sort of, hit into a stock, the scary situation, yep. When you get stuck there, you don't want to get your shield broken. You don't want to get hit around. You're just going to have to top it. It probably wasn't a shield poke. It may have been an attempt at a parry, but either way, that's going to be first game going to Nao.
Yeah, look, I think Nao has so much control over his character as well. Flo, this guy isn't going to sit around and get clipped.
Truly.
Like, even in every single little string, we saw, like, that Nair string coming out, kind of, like, Flo's second stock. He got like a bit of a reversal, and Nao expertly escaping, like knowing when exactly to air dodge, and not just that, but like get straight to ledge as well. It's really going to be a test of Flo here, because we did see Flo get the openings, but unfortunately they just didn't really amount to anything.
But here we are. Welcome to Australia, Neo, and welcome to Lilat. This is a really... and I was talking to Flo about it before this set. It seems like a kind of good stage to be using against Karin, just when you're thinking about pin. It's going to be a lot harder for Karin to find the pin on this Lilat stage here. Look, doesn't send anywhere near where you'd want it to. The one thing you really have to be wary of is, again, these back airs are going to kill so early. So as long as Flo is playing well around these slants, he might be able to take it on this home turf. Lilat's basically home turf when you think about it.
A bit, yeah. Like, Australia is space, because we're very far away from everything. But I do think the one thing with Lilat as well, oh my gosh, and already that first stock flow evaporating, and only 40% on deck. He really needs to find something here, but maybe that ink.
I mean, look, Neo, not unfamiliar to be taken to new places. Is in an entirely different country playing in this tournament. Is an entirely different stage to probably what he's ever seen when it comes to competitive. And he's still making it work. These Karin combos, they ring true. If you hit your combo starter, you just are able to... you're able to flow with the combos.
Okay,
a bad word to use here, but you know, it is.
That up smash isn't going to do it, unfortunately.
Still holding on to these stocks. It's a real tricky situation for Inkling right now. A nice punish out of the shield. Neo not quite safe on it. Flo's going to be able to bring it to a 2-stock situation. No 3-stock again.
Yeah, home talent firing back. 2 stocks all, baby. Look, yes, 80% on Flo, but you know what? That's fine. It doesn't matter yet. All that matters is the stocks.
Truly, truly, and it might be a bit more tricky than Neo thinks to find these stocks. You can already see him going for these fall-through plat back airs. Good situation to set Flo off to the side, if not take the stock if he's close enough.
I think a good Karin on Lilat, obviously Neo, so much of it, wow. So, like, the tracking there, like, following Flo's fast fall and getting that back air so far into the blast zone, really just, like, unmatched comfort with that move.
You really got to remember those situations that Neo, you'd think as Karin, you know, the up B's not that big, can't go back, but the back air, having the extra property of sending you towards the stage when you use it, just makes it so Neo can run truly deep against this Inkling to find these edge guards.
Yeah, the wings are great. And I mean, as well, like, he conserves his double jump there. He just, like, goes out and really follows the other player's movement. It's like a super high commitment, but when you know how the game works and when you're this comfortable, you do it and you get the stock.
You got to roll with it. I mean, not quite out of the woods yet. We do find ourselves in an uncomfortable situation for Flo, not able to get the spike that he wanted, but now going to find the back air he wanted, that falling Nair off the side of the stage. That looking like a Taike Sonic, looking like a Neo Karin.
Here we go. So that, game 2 to Neo, and now, like, match point on deck. Flo with no game so far. This guy, you really want to get this. This is your shot, you know, this is... you get to take the international talent. So Neo, flown down here for the Game Expo. You get your chance to take this guy down a peg, to say, hey, you know, I may just be an Australian player. You know, our scene might not be as big as Japan or America.
It is your biggest chance to make the upset.
Exactly, exactly.
Got to use it while you still have it, and we're taking it. Not quite going to be going to Lilat again. We gave it a shot. Wasn't quite that much of an uncomfortability check that we thought it would be against Neo. But we're in quite a comfortable situation at this ledge. Always looking hard for him. When you think about the reactions that Karin can have at the ledge as well, there's not a lot that Flo can do if we jump. Neo can track you with aerials.
Landing up
we roll in, we can pin. It's a really tough situation when it comes to getting back to the neutral position.
Oh man, that giant up air does so much work here. Okay. And just like not getting that conversion is so rough for Flo.
It's a tough situation to see, especially when Neo has been able to do really well with hitting all of his combos where he wants them to. Flo, just his opponent not quite falling into the places where he'd want to. Is it Neo's DI? Is it Flo just kind of whiffing the combo where he needs it? Who really knows?
That splatter shot on shield was so good, but unfortunately he dropped it a bit early. And now...
dropping the stock a bit early, that back air hitting right and true. Whenever you're at the ledge, you have to be wary of it.
It's kind of rough seeing him get run over here, but I'm liking the more patient play. I'm really liking using Inkling's movement versus Karin. Karin, obviously a slower character. Just abusing that dash that Inkling has, and here we go. There's something here. Putting Neo off stage. The splat bomb, is that going to do it? Great use of the back air.
If it wasn't for the excellent recovery of Neo holding onto his jump, using his moves in the right spot, and then finally hitting the up B at the right time just to make it back, an exceptional way to keep your stock, because it felt like that splat bomb meant curtains.
Yeah, it looked so good for Flo, but... And you know what? Flo had that momentary recognition Flo realized, like, we don't really have any, like, high, like, level Karin in Australia. Like, I guess we've got, like, people in Queensland as well, but it is, like, a challenge to get this matchup experience if you're a Victorian. And I think he recognized straight away, like, oh, crap, like, Neo's just going to back there and get the up B back. Ran off stage, but it was too late. And Karin's up B just kind of goes through everything, so...
It's a tough one to deal with, and we see here Flo realizing that Karin was not within the kill percents that he wanted to find the up air. Was able to find an up smash now instead. One stock at a time. See what we can do here.
Yeah, who knows? Reverse 3-stock, reverse 3-0. These are things that can happen in this wonderful game.
Especially with the pressure we put on the shield right now, just setting them splat bombs to get Neo in there, looking like a shield poke when it came to those up airs. Good way to build some percent, but only 29. You're going to need a lot more than that. You're going to be taking it here.
It's really hard. I think Flo is kind of looking for some, like, almost bigger conversions, like waiting to try and get these reads on air dodges and stuff, but Neo's so clean on the disadvantage, he's not really finding anything. And that is really rough if you're Flo, because you want, like, something bigger. You want, like, Neo to get a bit greedy and to be able to cash in, like, a full stock early. But unfortunately, that is the end, at least in winner's bracket for Flo, and Neo progressing his winner's run.
It's been the name of the game for the entire set, that back air, the true killer. I should have won. I was wondering about the pin the entire time. I was like, the pin, the pin, the pin. That's what you gotta be wary of. But it's this back air at the end of the day that's such a good and consistent kill move. As long as Neo's able to throw him out, he's gonna be looking hot.
Karin's threat bubble is so huge.
It's
like
wild.
Pin on both directions underneath you sometimes means that, like, you might feel like they're in disadvantage, but actually they have access to this giant move that tippers as well. And then the back air as well is just, you know, huge, safe on shield. It pushes you away. It can be used really deep off stage because it helps you recover. Yeah, along with, obviously, nair fair and up air. Just, like, insane aerials this character has access to. And, you know, even though Inkling has the back air, I think sometimes it's really hard. It's really hard to break into that range.
Truthfully, there's so many ways to find these ungodly kills and ungodly percents, and that's exactly what you want to see from these players. It's going to be Neo who's advancing, though, on to the winners quarterfinal side of things. We'll be facing DD, actually, who's able to get the upset over beat, so good on that man. Continuing on